Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get rich quickly, while so many others work tirelessly their entire lives and still struggle to get by? Is the difference really about intelligence, hard work, or is it simply luck? If that's true, then why are there people who work from dawn till dusk, saving every penny, and still live in scarcity? And why are there others who, without seeming to put in much effort, effortlessly attract money and live in abundance, like wealth just finds its way to them? Pause for a moment, because maybe, just maybe, you've been approaching money all wrong. There's a truth that 99% of people don't know about money, and this could be the very thing that's holding back your wealth right now. We've been taught that money comes from hard work, from putting in more hours, cutting back expenses, and saving more. But if that were really the key, why are so many hard-working people still broke? Why are there people doing everything by the book financially, yet they still can't break free from the cycle of debt and constant worry? The truth is, money isn't just material, it's energy. And just like every other form of energy in this universe, it moves according to invisible laws. If you don't understand these laws, you might be unconsciously pushing money away without even realizing it. But if you learn how to align your own energetic frequency with abundance, you won't just attract money naturally, you'll be able to keep it sustainably without stress or struggle. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 untold truths about money, things that could make you see your finances in a whole new light. And, more importantly, I'll help you understand how to work with the energy of money the right way, in harmony with universal laws and spiritual forces, instead of endlessly chasing it and still feeling like it's never enough. But here's the thing. If you miss even a single moment of this video, you might miss the most important piece, the one that could completely shift your financial reality. Before we dive into the deeper truths about money, there's something important I want you to know. What I'm about to share isn't just theory or some feel-good motivational talk that fades after a few minutes. These are principles backed by quantum science, the unshakable laws of the universe, and even ancient spiritual philosophies, all coming together to help you understand the true nature of wealth. This channel wasn't created just to talk about money. It was created to help you transform your entire financial mindset from the root, by looking at it through the lens of energy frequency, the law of attraction, and the power of consciousness. I'm not a celebrity and I'm not someone special. I'm just someone who's been there and found a way through. There was a time when I was exactly like you, stuck in the constant stress of finances, working hard yet money always felt just out of reach. I tried everything the traditional mindset teaches, saving more, cutting back on spending, taking on extra work to earn more, but all it really gave me was more pressure, without ever bringing me the abundance I was yearning for. Everything started to shift when I realized money doesn't come from the outside world, it comes from my own vibrational frequency. That was the moment my financial life began to change. I discovered that true abundance isn't found in your bank account. It's found in how aligned your energy is with the wealth that already exists in this universe. And that's when I knew I had to create this channel, to share with you the truths they don't teach in school, the laws that the truly wealthy understand but rarely ever speak about. So I invite you, watch until the very end, because even a moment of distraction could cost you the most important piece in your journey toward abundance. If you're looking for a real grounded way to attract wealth into your life, you're in the right place. Let's step into the very first secret together. Truth 1. Don't fear lack. There is always enough money for everyone. Wealth doesn't come from hard work, it comes from your energy frequency. Everything in the universe is vibration, and money is no exception. Albert Einstein put it simply, everything is energy vibrating at a lower frequency to appear as matter. Nikola Tesla, the genius who was light years ahead of his time, once said, If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. According to the principles of quantum mechanics, all matter in this universe is simply energy vibrating at different frequencies, and money is no exception. It's not just paper bills or numbers on a screen. It carries its own energetic frequency. So what does this awareness give you? It awakens you to a powerful truth. Everything you're seeking, money, health, happiness, love, is not something you chase in the outside world. These things are all energetic states that already exist within the informational field of the universe. They're not out there. They're accessed through the frequency you choose to align with. There is never a lack of resources. There is no shortage in the universe. The only thing that determines whether or not you tap into that abundance is the frequency you're broadcasting. Because everything is energy, the raw material to create anything you desire is always present, always available. This is where the groundbreaking research of Dr. David R. Hawkins, author of Power versus Force, becomes incredibly relevant. He developed what's known as the map of consciousness, a vibrational scale of human emotions and thought patterns. According to his research, every emotional and mental state you experience has a specific frequency. Lower vibrations like fear, 100 Hz, anxiety, 75 Hz, guilt, 30 Hz, and scarcity or lack, below 100 Hz, keep you trapped in struggle, stagnation, and emotional suffering. But higher vibrations, like gratitude, 540 Hz, joy, 600 Hz, and love, 700 Hz, naturally attract abundance and prosperity into your life. These aren't just abstract ideas, this is energetic reality. When you start living in these higher frequencies, money flows, not because you're hustling harder, but because you're finally in alignment with the natural rhythm of abundance that's already all around you. So where does the frequency of wealth truly exist? According to numerous studies on financial energy, people who are genuinely wealthy tend to vibrate at frequencies of 400 Hz or higher. This is the range where states like confidence, creativity, generosity, and a deep trust in abundance begin to flow. That means money doesn't come from what you do, it comes from who you are energetically, from the frequency you emit every single day. The rich versus the poor, the real difference is energy, not effort. Picture this: two people, both trying to make money. The first person is constantly anxious and fearful about not having enough. Every time they check their bank account, they feel stressed and overwhelmed. They believe that making money is hard, that it's always scarce, and that it takes relentless struggle to earn even a little. What happens when someone is vibrating at that low frequency? They keep facing obstacles. Opportunities seem to disappear. And no matter how hard they work, money never stays with them for long. Now, look at the second person. Maybe they don't have a lot of money yet, but they hold a wealthy mindset. They believe that money flows to them with ease. They have a positive relationship with money, and they're not constantly haunted by a sense of lack. When they make decisions, they do it from a place of confidence and joy. And the magic? They consistently attract opportunities, meaningful relationships, and yes, money just finds its way to them. Do you see the difference? Rich people aren't wealthy because they work harder. They're wealthy because their energy is aligned with the frequency of money. So now ask yourself, what frequency are you radiating every day? Are you attracting wealth into your life or unintentionally pushing it away with fear and scarcity? Remember this: wealth doesn't come from exhausting effort. It comes from aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance. Once you truly understand this law, you'll stop chasing money. Because money will begin to find its way to you naturally, effortlessly. Abundance is never missing. It is overflowing every moment, in every corner of this universe. Truth 2. Wealth doesn't come from saving, it comes from generosity. We've all heard the classic advice: save your money, cut back on spending, live frugally so you can build your wealth. But if that were truly the path to abundance, why is it that the more some people try to hold on to money, the more financially stuck they become, while others, those who give freely, who are generous, seem to have money flow to them effortlessly? The law of karma and the law of attraction both whisper the same truth. If you want to receive money, be willing to give it. Look closely, and you'll see that nearly every spiritual tradition, every universal law, and every ancient philosophy highlights the power of financial generosity. In the Bible, there's this timeless passage: "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." Luke 6:38. In Buddhism, the Buddha taught, "Those who know how to give will enjoy lasting blessings. Wealth doesn't come from holding back, but from sharing freely." In the Quran, Islam emphasizes the sacred practice of zakat, the giving of roughly 2.5% of one's income to help others. This isn't just charity, it's a divine obligation. And the promise? Allah will multiply your wealth in return. In Jewish culture, there's a powerful principle called tzedakah, the act of giving at least 10% of your income to sustain the flow of financial energy. Jews make up less than 0.2% of the world's population, yet they hold over 35% of global wealth. Is that really just a coincidence? Do you see the pattern? Every major spiritual tradition teaches this: the more you give, the more you receive. And this isn't just spiritual, it's energetic, it's psychological, it's financial law. Why do people who hold on to money too tightly stay stuck in lack? Because when you cling to money, you're operating from the frequency of fear and scarcity. You're telling the universe, "I don't believe there's enough. I'm afraid that if I give, I'll lose what little I have." That fear sends a signal out into the energetic field, and the universe always responds. If you vibrate at the level of lack, you attract more experiences that match that energy. You'll find yourself in more struggle, more limitation, and more situations that reinforce that same story. There's never enough. But when you give freely, when you're generous without fear, you broadcast the frequency of abundance. You're telling the universe, "I trust in the divine flow. I trust that money will come back to me bigger, stronger, and multiplied." And according to the law of cause and effect, when you plant the seed of generosity, you reap a harvest of abundance, tenfold, 100-fold, even more. Because money, like all energy, needs to move to grow. And when you open your hand to give, you also open yourself to receive. The richest people in the world always give, and they only get richer. Just look at the top billionaires around the globe. Bill Gates has donated over $50 billion to charitable causes. Yet, he didn't get poorer. His wealth continues to grow. Elon Musk once said he was willing to invest nearly all of his fortune into technology and the future of humanity. He isn't afraid of losing money, and now he's one of the richest people alive. Warren Buffett pledged to give away more than 99% of his wealth. Still, his fortune keeps increasing with time. You notice the pattern? The more generous someone is, the more they seem to receive. When people give from the heart, they don't lose wealth, they become magnets for more of it. So what's the real formula for attracting money? Give. If you want something, give that very thing first. If you need money, give money. Even a small amount, $5, $100 a month, a meal for your parents, or a few coins for someone in need. Give with love. Give without expecting anything back. If you need health, offer health. Take care of others. Make someone a fresh juice. Cook a nourishing meal. You don't need to be a billionaire to give or to make a difference. A gentle look, a kind word, or a small act of kindness is just as powerful. You don't have to be Bill Gates or Warren Buffett to have impact. But if you live like them, open-hearted, generous, you start vibrating at their frequency. And when you vibrate like the wealthy, joyful, and creative, what flows to you? Exactly. Wealth, love, and deep, fulfilling abundance. So ask yourself, are you willing to give a small part of your money to expand your flow? Are you willing to share with those who have less than you? Because when you do, you step into the universal law of return. And what you give comes back to you multiplied. Let's try a real-world practice this week. Sometime in the next few days, try giving away a small amount of money. It could be $5, $10, a tip for a meal, or if you're able, 5 to 10% of your income invested into something meaningful. That could mean helping someone in need, offering something to the homeless, investing in a course that upgrades your self-worth, or simply donating to a cause you believe in. Once you've done it, pause and observe how you feel. Notice what shifts inside you. You'll likely find that when you give with love, when someone struggling receives that gift from you, you don't feel poorer, you feel deeply fulfilled. You feel grateful, lucky, empowered that your money could actually help someone else. That feeling doesn't take away from your abundance, it expands it, because when you use money to do something good, you're spreading the light of the divine. And when that happens, the universe begins to respond. It opens new channels, new flows, new abundance, and it sends it back to you, multiplied, sometimes tenfold, sometimes 100 through 3. Money comes from your wealth mindset. Your thoughts are magnets for money. Take a closer look at people who have a true wealth mindset. When they lose money, they don't panic. They don't spiral into fear. Why? Because deep down they know they'll create wealth again, and fast. Now compare that to someone who wins the lottery. They receive millions of dollars overnight, but just a few years later, most of them are broke again, back in debt, sometimes worse off than before. What's the real difference? It's all in the mindset. Financial thinking is everything. Every thought you think carries energy. If you constantly dwell on poverty, you're sending out a frequency that draws more struggle into your life. But if you hold a strong belief that money flows to you, that abundance is your natural state, you start to see new opportunities. You meet the right people, you attract the right conditions to grow your wealth. This is exactly what the law of attraction teaches. It's not a coincidence that the rich keep getting richer, while many who suddenly receive wealth can't hold on to it. Why don't truly wealthy people stay broke for long? Take a look at Donald Trump. Long before he became president, he went bankrupt multiple times. At one point, he was over $900 million in debt, and yet he bounced back again and again. Why? Because his mindset wasn't one of lack, it was one of creation. He didn't just hope for money, he knew how to see opportunity. More importantly, he was tuned to a financial frequency that naturally attracted wealth back to him. He didn't vibrate like someone stuck in survival. He vibrated like someone who expected to win. And that's the power of mindset. You don't need luck. You need alignment. You need the inner belief that wealth flows to you because your thoughts are magnetic. And the more you think like someone who's already abundant, the faster that abundance begins to appear. On the flip side, statistics show that over 70% of lottery winners lose all their money within just 3 to 5 years. The reason isn't bad luck. It's because they still think like poor people. They're not used to managing large amounts of money. They don't know how to invest it or how to create lasting value. All they know is how to spend, and eventually the money disappears. So what's the lesson here? The amount of money you have doesn't determine whether you're rich or poor. It's your mindset around money that does. Shift from a material mindset to an energetic one. Instead of believing you have to work yourself to exhaustion to earn money, start reprogramming your mind. Wealthy people don't create money by struggling with the outside world. They attract it through a mindset of abundance. They trust in the constant flow of financial energy that's always surrounding them. Poor people believe they need money first in order to think like the rich. Wealthy people think like the rich first, then the money follows. If you want to change your financial reality, you have to begin by changing the way you think about money. Right now, real-world practice, reprogram your mind to attract wealth. Every morning when you wake up, say these affirmations out loud. I am attracting money from every possible source. Money flows to me naturally and effortlessly. I deserve to live a prosperous life. Do this practice every day for 30 days. Watch how your mindset begins to shift. Watch how your financial reality follows. You'll start to notice new opportunities. You'll meet the right people, and money will begin showing up in ways you never expected. Because once your mind is aligned with abundance, your world begins to reflect it back to you loud and clear. Truth 4. The greatest enemies of wealth: jealousy and dishonest habits. Have you ever felt irritated, bitter, or even resentful when you see someone wealthier or more successful than you? Have you ever found yourself saying things like, "The rich only get rich by exploiting others. They're probably just lucky or cheating the system. If I had what they have, I'd be rich too." If the answer is yes, then you may unknowingly be pushing money away from you without even realizing it. When you're jealous of the wealthy, you're broadcasting a frequency that rejects money. Everything in this universe, including money, operates on energetic frequency. And when you envy someone's success, you're sending a negative message about abundance. You're telling the universe, "Wealth is bad. I don't like prosperity. People with money are unworthy." And according to universal law, you cannot receive what you emotionally reject. The more you resent the wealthy, the more blocked your financial flow becomes. In contrast, people who bless the success of others, who admire and learn from those who are wealthy, are syncing their energy with abundance. That alignment attracts more wealth into their own lives, without force, without struggle. But jealousy isn't the only block. Making money through the wrong means, through stealing, bribery, manipulation, or corruption, also creates a destructive financial vibration. Think about this. Have you ever seen someone who lies, steals, or cheats others truly live a peaceful and lasting, wealthy life? They may have money for a moment, but over time they lose it all. They face legal consequences, they lose respect, they live in fear. And eventually the seeds they sowed come full circle, often painfully. Because the universe doesn't just respond to action, it responds to intention. And if your intention is rooted in harm, the wealth you gain will not stay. It will crumble because it carries the weight of the energy it was built on. Why is this so? Because money has its own consciousness. When you gain money through manipulation, fraud, or theft, you're planting a destructive seed. And according to the law of karma, money obtained through dishonest means cannot stay with you for long. Sooner or later, it will slip through your hands, and often what you lose will far outweigh what you ever gained. Those who are truly and sustainably wealthy understand that money must come from the value they create, not from taking away or destroying the value of others. In fact, a study from Harvard University found that people who harbor resentment or hatred toward the rich tend to unconsciously sabotage their own financial success. Because deep in their subconscious, they've defined money as something negative or harmful, so even when opportunities to earn show up, they either reject them or ruin them without realizing it. On the other hand, people who respect and learn from others' success, people who celebrate wealth in others, tend to attract prosperity far more easily. Why? Because they're sending out a frequency that's aligned with abundance. Practical exercise. Celebrate a wealthy person today. If you've ever felt jealous of someone's success or wealth, try shifting that energy right now. You don't have to say anything out loud or to their face, just speak it from your heart, in your own mind. Mallory closed his book. I'm truly happy for their success. I admire the way they created wealth, and I'm on my own path to prosperity. Their success is proof that I can achieve it too. Let go of envy. Release judgment. Start learning. Because here's the truth. Money does not come to those who fight against it. Money flows to those who honor it, respect it, and learn how to use it with purpose. Truth 5. Gratitude, the fastest gateway to wealth. Have you ever taken a moment to feel truly grateful for the money you already have, no matter how little or how much? Or do you mostly find yourself worrying about it, feeling like it's never enough, and fearing for your financial future? Gratitude isn't just a positive emotion, it's a powerful frequency that connects you directly to abundance. When you feel deep appreciation for the money you have, you're sending a clear signal to the universe that you value it. And according to the laws of energy, what you value expands. Wealthy people are always grateful, and that's why they keep getting richer. If you pay close attention, truly wealthy individuals never take money for granted. They don't treat it as a burden. They respect it, honor it, and feel grateful for every dollar they earn. Even when they have more than enough, they continue to feel lucky and thankful for the abundance in their lives. On the other hand, people who constantly worry about money often don't have much of it. Why? Because they're broadcasting the frequency of lack. And that frequency quietly repels financial opportunities and abundance from entering their lives. Gratitude isn't just a spiritual principle. It's echoed across ancient religions and wisdom traditions. The Bible says, "Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not, even what they have will be taken away." Matthew chapter 13, verse 12. In Buddhism, the Buddha taught that gratitude is one of the fastest paths to peace and fulfillment because it frees the mind from endless craving and helps us recognize the abundance that already exists in the now. And the law of attraction reminds us, be grateful before you receive what you desire, and the universe will bring it to you even faster. This is how you attract more wealth, not by waiting, but by feeling rich before the money arrives. By aligning your energy with the state of already having it. Gratitude practice. Write down 5 things about money you're grateful for every day. If you want to accelerate your abundance, try this simple yet powerful practice. Each day, take a moment to write down 5 things about money that you feel grateful for. For example, I'm grateful that I had money today to buy food. I'm grateful that I can pay my bills. I'm grateful that I'm attracting more and more money every day. Keep doing this consistently, and you'll start to notice something beautiful. Your relationship with money will begin to shift. And when your relationship with money changes, money will begin showing up for you in ways you never expected. So ask yourself, are you focusing on what's missing, or are you grateful for what you already have? Remember, gratitude doesn't mean you have to settle for less. It means you're honoring what's already in your hands so you can receive more of it. Start today. Instead of worrying about money, feel grateful for it. And watch how naturally and effortlessly it begins to flow into your life. Truth 6. Money is just a tool. Don't let it control your life. There's one important truth that many people forget while chasing wealth. Money is not the ultimate goal. We didn't come into this life just to accumulate numbers in a bank account. We're here to live, to experience, to grow, and to create something meaningful. You could earn millions of dollars, but if you don't have time to enjoy life, if you don't have loved ones by your side or the health to savor what you've built, then what do those numbers really mean? Money is not everything, but if you don't understand it properly, it can end up controlling your entire life. What is the true purpose of money? Take a step back and ask yourself, why do you want to be wealthy? What is it that you really want money for? Is it so you can travel freely and explore the world? Is it to have more time with your family and loved ones? Is it to do the work you truly love without financial pressure? Is it to help others and make a meaningful impact on the world? That is the real purpose of money. Money is not the destination. It's the vehicle that allows you to live a life of freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. If you're constantly chasing money but never stop to actually enjoy it, then no matter how much you earn, you'll always feel like something is missing. You'll always live in a state of lack and anxiety. But when you create a healthy relationship with money, when you understand that it's simply a tool to help you fulfill your dreams and create value, you begin to feel wealthy, even if your bank account hasn't hit $1 million yet. Shift from a hoarding mindset to one of enjoyment and contribution. We've been taught that the more money we have, the better, that wealth is about how much you can accumulate. But the truth is, people who are truly wealthy and fulfilled think very differently. They don't just accumulate, they use their money to create meaningful experiences. They give. They contribute. They invest in the world around them. They're not ruled by fear. They're not hoarding money out of panic. Instead, they see money as a flowing energy, and they use it to make life better for themselves and for others. And when you begin to adopt this way of thinking, you'll realize that wealth isn't measured by numbers on a screen. It's measured by your sense of peace, freedom, and joy in your soul. Why are you really making money? Now ask yourself, honestly, are you obsessing over accumulating wealth while forgetting why you wanted to be rich in the first place? Are you postponing joy, happiness, and meaningful experiences because you believe you don't have enough yet? Remember this, you weren't born to stress about money. You were born to experience the full richness of life and to enjoy the infinite abundance of the universe. Let money serve you. Don't become a servant to it. Because once you understand this, true wealth, real, soul-aligned abundance will begin to flow into your life naturally. And my hope for you is this. Use the principles I've shared with you to attract money, grow money, and multiply it. Then use that money to create memories that matter. Use it to help others. Use it to contribute something beautiful to the world. And when you do, you'll start to realize that wealth isn't just measured by the balance in your bank account. It's measured by the peace you feel, the freedom you live with, and the joy that fills your heart. You weren't born to chase money. You were born to live in harmony with the abundance of the universe. Let money be your tool, not your master. And when you truly get that, wealth in its highest form will come to you effortlessly. So, we've just explored some of the most important truths about money and wealth, principles that not only help you attract financial abundance, but also transform the way you see prosperity itself. Let's take a moment to recap the most powerful lessons. Money is energy, and there's always enough for everyone. Wealth doesn't come from saving, it comes from generosity and giving. Your beliefs and inner thoughts are the key to unlocking true abundance. Jealousy and dishonest behavior are major blocks that push money away. Gratitude is the fastest gateway to connect with wealth. And above all, money is just a tool, not the ultimate goal of life. What truly matters is how you use money to create freedom, meaningful experiences, and value for yourself and the world around you. If this video brought you value or a shift in perspective, let me know with a positive comment. It truly means a lot and gives me the motivation to keep sharing. I'll continue to bring you deeper insights, practical tools, and universal principles to help you create a rich, fulfilling life, not just financially, but in love, purpose, health, family, and everything that matters. So don't forget, subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss any of these spiritual wealth secrets. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll always be the first to receive what the universe is ready to bring into your life. Are you ready to change your financial reality? Drop a comment below and say, "I'm ready to attract abundance." Thank you so much for watching. I'm deeply grateful for your presence, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video. May you always live in abundance, freedom, and deep happiness.